Hi, hello, welcome back to another video. My apologies in advance for any construction noises that you are hearing outside. Today, I am going to be showing you how to make your very own sprouts. These right here are sprouts. They're really healthy, really nutritious. I'll go over that in a second. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make them. I made them from these guys right here, from the actual seeds, from start to finish. Before we get into anything, I have a new Bang flavor to try. I cannot believe that I've never tried this pina colada. So we're gonna crack this open right now and test her out. If you like pina coladas, ooh, this is good. Not bad. I mean, I'm burping already. I had 2 sips and I'm already burping. Welcome to my life. For those who know me and have been on my channel for a while now, you know these are just one of my go-to energy drinks. They have a ton of flavors now. I remember when Bang energy drinks were not even a thing really yet, and I was drinking them and the flavors were so limited, and now there are so many. So it's awesome. They're sweet, and like this makes me feel like I'm drinking something that's packed full of sugar, and it's not. So that's cool. So if you want to keep watching how I make sprouts, then keep on watching this video and you will see the entire process. Also, if you're interested in knowing some of the benefits of sprouts, then keep on watching this video and I'll be going over that as well. And without further ado, let's get into the sprouts. The thing with sprouts, and I'm still learning about them and I'm still trying to do research on them and just understand really what's good about them, because recently with my diet, my primary focus is shifting more to I want to eat things that are good for me, that are healthy for me, and that I'm gaining something from. So I've kind of just made it more of a priority in my life to eat nutritious foods and not to worry about the macro counting and the calories in, calories out, and not to get so hung up on that. Just focus on eating things that are good for me, and not only eating things that I know are good for me, but why are they good for me? How are they benefiting me? What vitamins, minerals, etc. are they potent in, or so to say. So I'm still doing my research on sprouts. There is a lot to be done about sprouts, but a few reasons as to why I'm choosing to eat them is, one, my aunt just introduced them to me and I just have them in my diet now. I enjoy them. I enjoy green things. I enjoy vegetables. I enjoy earthy tasting things. So this is just definitely something that I know it's good for me and I enjoy it, so I add it to my meals and my diet just in general. Sprouts are full of so many vitamins and so many minerals, and if you want to just Google sprouts, you can see all of the stuff that's in them and why they are so good for you. So go ahead and do that if it's something you're interested in, or if you want me to make a full in-depth video about sprouts, I am more than happy to do my research and bring you that as well. But this video, I just wanted it to be how I make them and that I make them, because it's something new and something that I've incorporated in my life that I want to share with you. So packed full of vitamins and minerals. Give a Google search if you want to check it out. There's certain benefits from sprouts. There's a lot, but there are a few things that I'm just going to throw out there because there are reasons as to why I eat sprouts. One, which is improved digestion. Can't say that, digestion. I am always trying to find things that help improve my digestion. I find that I feel a lot better and I feel much less bloated, which is always a good feeling when I eat foods that are just good for my digestive system, and just I'm trying to focus on my gut health. It's something that I've been focusing on recently as well, just shifting to trying to eat more whole and nutritious foods and eating them because they're nutritious. So improved digestion is always a perk for me when I'm researching things that help with that. Also, I'm always looking for ways to boost my immune system, and sprouts are great for that. They're packed with antioxidants, and again, all of the vitamins and minerals that are in them are going to help with that as well. So I definitely enjoy eating them for the perks of boosting my immune system. Heart health, because why don't we want heart health? I read something online I read a couple things online that I want to dive into and do a little bit more research on, but supposedly there have been studies where it's proven that sprouts help increase your HDL, or the good cholesterol, and help lower your LDLs and your bad cholesterol. So good for your heart. That's important to me. I want to keep my heart healthy and I want to live a long life. So if sprouts can help me with that, love you, sprouts. I keep looking at them if you're wondering what I'm looking at. I read stuff online too about increased metabolism, help with weight loss, good blood circulation. The list goes on. Again, give it a Google search if it's something you're interested in. But those are just a few reasons as to why I personally choose to eat sprouts. Again, they're just so good for you. There's so many vitamins and minerals in them for you. And, you know, I've taken them and I'll eat them with eggs. You can throw them in a salad. You can put them on a sandwich. There's so many different things and so many different ways that you can eat them. And I'm excited to start exploring that and doing recipes. So again, if sprouts are something that you want to know more about, please leave a comment in the comment box down below so that I know, and then I can focus on making a video for you related to just sprouts and more in-depth conversation and topics about sprouts. There is one thing that I do want to say and I do want to mention, because it will be all over Google and the internet if you choose to Google search sprouts, but you can get food poisoning from sprouts the same way that you can from, you know, chicken or meat if it's raw and uncooked. So that is something that you want to be cautious about. I read that it's easier to get food poisoning from meat versus sprouts. Like, it's more likely that you would get food poisoning from eating like something regarding meat than sprouts. But the issue with sprouts and why you can get food poisoning is because if you think about it, like, they are growing in this jar. I put it in the sun. It's very humid. It's wet. So it's just a good place for bacteria to grow. So that's something to keep in mind. I wash them when I'm done making them before I put them away, and you want to make sure that they're refrigerated. And just use your common sense. If they smell funky or look funky, they're probably funky. Don't eat them. But that is just something to keep in mind when you are eating sprouts and making sprouts. The likelihood of getting food poisoning is there. So I've eaten sprouts so many times. I've never gotten food poisoning. So, I mean, as long as you are practicing good sanitary measures and, you know, you're not just leaving it and eating it when it's bad, I think that you'll be fine. But it is something to keep in mind, and I do kind of want to give that disclosure before you try it, just so you have that in mind. Do your research always before you incorporate new things like this into your diet, because you never know. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say for the intro of this video. If you want to watch how I make sprouts, then that's what you're going to see next. Okay, so I am going to pour this water out. They've been sitting actually like a really long time. I've never let my sprouts sit this long in water before, so I'm curious to see what happens. But you want to let them soak. Usually I do it overnight, but because I wanted to start this yesterday, they soaked way longer than just overnight. I got this thing right here when I got this little screen. So according to this, you let it soak for 4 to 8 hours. I let mine soak way longer, whatever. So now twice a day, we're gonna drain it and refill it with water, and we're gonna put it upside down in the sun. So I'm gonna dump this bad boy out. And then I'm just kind of gonna rinse them off again. I don't have my lens on, so I'm sorry that the frame is really close, but so we're gonna do this. Get all the water out. And then one of the things that my aunt taught me when to do it is she was saying she likes to kind of get all of the little seeds to stick to the side. So I kind of do that. I get it. I feel like it helps them sprout if they have something to sprout from, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna stick this guy upside down in this bowl, and then the water that's left over here is going to drain into the bowl. And then I always take this guy and I put him in the sun. This is just like my good sunspot over here on my vanity. So it's like, hello, I'm just doing my makeup and making sprouts. But, so let's get this guy out of the way. So I just kind of leave it in the sun here, and then I will rinse them again today and do the same thing. And I'm just gonna keep repeating this process until I find some little baby sprouts sprouting up. You'll probably see some tomorrow. I'm realizing that it's Saturday and I only have 2 days to do this, but even if they're not completely finished, you'll get to see kind of what the finished product looks like. But yeah, and then sometimes I like to open up the window here. I mean, I usually do this for my plants anyways, just to get some sunlight in. So we'll do that now. We're gonna open the blinds. Hi there, so just wanted to check in with you on my sprouts. They don't look to be doing anything really just yet, but they are pretty stuck to the sides of the mason jar. So I am going to rinse them because it's time to give them a rinse again. So we shall rinse. I'm gonna rinse it again. Trying to do this with one hand, it's kind of hard. But making them, turn the water off. Made them kind of like stick to the sides again. They're sticking much better now than they were before. So I'm just gonna put them back in the bowl, and we are bringing the bowl back over here to be in the sunlight. So yeah. Okay, so we are currently day 3, and you can see that there's a little something going on today. We got some of these seeds that are actually starting to sprout. So just like every other day, we're gonna give a rinse right now, and then when I get home from work, I will give another rinse-a-roo. It is the end of day 3. If you can remember what they looked like how many seconds earlier, they are a little bit more spreaded now. Look at that. It's so cool when they poke through. How cool is that? So gonna just do the same thing again and give them a rinse and put them upside down and just repeat tomorrow. And I'm just gonna keep repeating the process until they look the way I want them to look. So I have noticed that once they start sprouting, it's harder to get them to stick to the sides of the mason jar. So sometimes I realize there's just more water, and I try and get all the moisture out as much as I can. I don't know, is moisture good for that? Is it supposed to be that way? But I'll just, you know, do it for a little bit, whatever. And then I just leave it like that and I let it go. So we will see what this guy looks like in the morning. Day 4, and these are looking so much better. I don't feel like they are quite done yet. I do want to keep sprouting them. I wasn't sure how they would look today, so I went ahead and bought, they sell sprouts at my grocery store. So I went ahead and bought them just so that if they weren't ready, I could show you what they look like. And this is pretty much what they look like when they're done. I have noticed that when I make mine in the mason jar, they're more curly and they tend to cling together a little bit more. So I've actually never bought these from the grocery store before, so I'm curious to see how they taste. But yeah, this is pretty much the finished product, and this is what they look like. When they are finished sprouting in my mason jar here, I'm just gonna rinse them off and put them in just a Tupperware container and make sure that I refrigerate them. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is what they look like. I think tomorrow I will take them out of the mason jar. But just like all the other days, I'm going to repeat the process here and rinse them out and just store them upside down again. And then tomorrow I will be ready to take them out of the mason jar. So now I have so many sprouts. If anybody would like some, let me know. So you can see there's still a few guys, meaning seeds, that are stuck to the sides that haven't even sprouted yet. So I'm not really ready to take these out. I do want to leave them for at least another day. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you like sprout things, if you like food things, meal things, the likes really help me understand what you want to see. And then I can just make sure that I'm better producing content that's valuable to you. And yeah, again, if you want to see anything more about sprouts, leave it in the comments below and let me know, and I'd be happy to make additional videos about sprouts or anything else nutritional at that matter. I'm not a nutritionist, but I will give you the knowledge that I have always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more health and wellness, mental health, all that fun stuff. If you want to live a happier and healthier lifestyle and you enjoy my videos, then subscribe. That way you never miss out on an upload from me. I do post videos every single Monday sharing how I live a happier and healthier lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, I'll see you on Monday. Bye.